Hi everyone, Jeremy here from Video Studio, and today a quick video to share with you a free sample from our Cinematic Hype Pack 2.0, a brand new version from our Cinematic Hype line that contains 40 cinematic intros and a toolkit to easily build your own. In this video, I'll share with you one sample from the pack and how you can use it for your next project. So if you're ready, let's get into it. Alright, so you can download the sample by clicking the link in the description below. You will get the zip file, just double click on it to unzip it. In the folder, you'll find a couple of things. You get the license, the installation instruction, the TRFX file, and the fonts. Please make sure to install all the fonts, otherwise the title will not work because Davinci will not know what font to use. So just select all the fonts and then you can just double click on them to start the installation process. Once that's done, you can just select the TRFX file and double click on it to start the installation process for Davinci Resolve. Click install and then you can move over to Davinci Resolve. Once you are on the edit page, you can go over to Effect, Titles, Video Studio, and then you can just scroll down to Sample, and then you'll find the Cinematic Hype 2.0 sample, and you can take it and drag it here in your timeline. This title is a bit particular because it's basically a stencil, and you're gonna have your footage inside of the text. Let me show you what I mean by reducing here the track and bringing that title to the track 2. And now we're just gonna bring a piece of footage right below it. So here we go. Now you can see that the footage is actually behind the title and therefore it's inside of the text. We're using that as a mask. So the first thing that I want to do is here adjusting the position of my footage to bring the most interesting element of that footage inside of my text. So here I'm just gonna increase the size a little bit and I'm gonna bring the face of talent inside of the text like so. Now you can extend or reduce the length of that title easily right here. And now let's just check inside the inspector what you can modify. So here we have a couple of control that are pretty useful. We have control over the animation in and the animation out. We can choose to have that either on or off with those toggle selector. If here it's selected as off, as you can see right now, we will not have any animation in. If that's on, we will have the animation in. We also have control over the animation style. Right now it's going from left to right, but we could choose to have it, for example, from inside out. That way the animation will start from the center of the text all the way to the edges. So you can choose between those different animation style. And lastly, you have the animation length in second, which is the animation timing. Right now it's about 2 seconds, but if you want to have it faster, you can simply here change to 1 second if you wish, half a second, or any other value you want. And for example, right now, that's gonna be 1 second instead of 2. If you want to reset any parameter, you can always double click on the value to reset it to the default value. Now, last point on the animation, as you can see right now, the only thing that is animated right here is the text. If you want to have that background fading in, you can just here take that little handle and you will have a fade in animation, and then you will have the text coming in. So that way you have flexibility if you don't want to have the background fade in, or if you want to have the background fade in. Same thing here for the animation out, if you desire to have the background fade in as well. Now for the look of the title, right now we have that stencil look, right? In the operator mode, we are in XOR, which is essentially the same thing as stencil. But if you want to have it being a normal title, you can choose to have it, as over, and it will just be transformed as a normal title. So you can just toggle between those to change the style and the use of the title. Then here we have two other drop down. We have main title, which is the I survive line. You can just modify that for whatever you want. So for example, here, Davinci, we can change that like this. We can change then the font. If you want to select any other font, you can change the color if that's applying. For example, if you are here in over and you decide to have that color being, for example, red, you can do that right here. But right now, just gonna go back to XOR and leave it that way to have the footage. We can also change the color of that background, of that stencil shape of the mask. So we can just do it, for example, as something black like this. And you can also play with the opacity of that stencil. So here, for example, if we were to reduce that, right now, obviously the color is red, so that's popping up. But if we were to change it to white, here we go. Now we have basically reduced the intensity of that background, and that allows us to see more of the footage right here. So that can be a very interesting style as well. And then we get another drop-down being the secondary title, which are all the other text available on screen. As you can see on this one, we have quite a few texts, so you can just open them. They are well organized with those individual drop-down where you can change the usual font, color, position, size, and tracking. So you can just easily move things around or like remove stuff that you don't want. If, for example, here you don't want to have the directed by, you can easily remove that. And then here you can recenter the text to make sure it's properly aligned with the text right below it, like that. So you have a lot of flexibility to just remove or add anything that you might need. That's pretty much it. Hope this video was helpful. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you enjoy those kind of cinematic title, we have a full pack available on our website with 40 different cinematic intros. You can find it at videoeditorstudio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack that contains over 150 elements. Link in the description below or at videoeditorstudio.com.